Please welcome to the stage Executive Vice President, Gary.
Wow! Are you excited to be here?
Yes!
Yes?
Yes!
What do you think about those new products? Yeah? Logic. You have some logic? All right. Wow. When I saw that I was going to be following up new product, that's hard to follow. When you have Holly up here, who everybody loves, because she's always bringing us new products. And I don't think there's anything more that you love than new products. Is your translation working? All right. Now, the interesting thing about new products is sometimes it takes a while for you to get them. What if I could tell you about a product that maybe you could have, maybe many of you have, but someone that you sponsor, some of your downline maybe, that they could have this week, today. What do you think about that? Would you like a new product? Holly's probably saying, what the heck is he talking about? Well, actually what I'm here to talk a little bit about is FLP360. Let's get that ugly guy off the screen. You know, we have some exciting news. I'm gonna share a little bit of it with you right now. And then I have 4 specialists on FLP360. First, we're gonna have Rob and Yvain. They are from the home office, and they have led the charge. They are not only in charge, but they are the brains behind all of FLP360. So they're here today, and they're going to share a few things with you. And then we have some super duper, super big users of FLP360. You know, how many of you recognize Krishna and Marina, 2 of our GL team? They're also going to share the stage with us and share a few tips with us as well. But before that, I just kind of want to give you a little sneak peek on what you're going to see and hear today. We're going to talk about FLP360 as you know it today, and FLP360 Pro. Here's your sneak peek right here.
There's a lot to keep up with when growing your forever business, right? Tracking orders, following up with leads, networking, managing social media. But what if some of this work could be done for you? That's where the updated FLP360 comes in. This all-in-one business assistant tool is built specifically for forever business owners, making it easier than ever to manage and grow your business. FLP360 will be offered to all qualifying assistant supervisors and above free of charge. Activate your account by visiting FLP360.foreverliving.com. It's now easier than ever to stay on top of your business. Access reports to track all of your orders, see updated earnings data, and dive deeper into your first generation downline activity. This way, you always know how you're pacing toward different incentives, like global rally. But these improvements don't stop here. Introducing FLP360 Pro for forever business owners who want a way to get even deeper in business insights and access more digital tools. This enhanced version is the best way to level up your forever business. For only $10 a month, FLP360 Pro includes all of the features you get with FLP360, plus a suite of advanced reports, enhanced digital marketing tools, and access to curated training materials. You can create your own custom landing pages, post directly to social channels and track engagement, manage your contacts, access local and global trainings, focus on 4 core principles and reports, and receive notifications on downline activity. This opportunity is priceless. Take full advantage of accessing your FLP360 account and level up your forever living business insights today.
Did you all see what we just launched? We just launched FLP360. FLP360 Pro is what you have, many of you have today. Is what you have today. But now FLP360 we are launching for all of the forever global world to have the experience. What do you think? And not only that, they can all register, sign up, and have the tools with our new FLP360 once they become an AS for free. We're going to talk more about that in just a few minutes. Now, as we were thinking about some of our goals for FLP360, I remember Rob asked the question, what are our goals as a company with FLP360? And of course, we could talk about specific tools. We could talk about, being able to see your downline, tracking your case credits, all of these things. But to kind of sum up, really what is the purpose? What are our goals with FLP360? First is to increase the value. How do we increase the value? Well, we increase value by investing more in it. And that's exactly what we've been doing for the last nearly 2 years as we've developed this new FLP360 tool to allow us to give it for free to the world. Also, ensure it's reliable. We know that today, sometimes there's challenges because the forever world is so big, and every single country, there's case credits that are hitting computers every single second of every single day around the world. And so we've also focused and put a lot of energy and investment in making sure that FLP360 is reliable. Make FLP360 available to everyone. That was a goal that we had, many years ago. And that is something that we are bringing to all of you today, is FLP360 to everyone for free. Now, so just to sum up, FLP360, and we're going to talk about specifics on how you get registered, what steps do you need to take. Also a little bit about, many of you, the majority, who has FLP360 today? Okay? So all of you that have FLP360 today really have our version of what FLP360 Pro is. That's the version, okay? And in addition to giving FLP360 for free to all assistant supervisors, we are also reducing the cost of FLP360 to you from $20 to $10 per month. That's how much we believe in FLP360. And you know what? We didn't do that for you. We didn't reduce it from 20 to 10 for you. We reduced it from 20 to 10 because we want all of the new people joining the business to use this tool. We want them to upgrade to the Pro version because we know just as it's helped you build your business, it's going to help them build their business. And so to give you a little more detail, I want to bring up a couple guys that have poured their heart and their soul. They work 24 hours a day to support you and your business, but they're behind the scenes. I've worked in technology for almost the last 10 years, and I can tell you, a lot of times these guys from being behind the scenes, sometimes I know they don't receive, maybe a lot of the praise that they deserve, but let me tell you, they are committed to making the best products, but supporting you, the FBO. That's why they do it. And a lot of what you're seeing today has been their hard work and working with many leaders around the forever world. So I'd like you to give a big, big, big warm welcome and loud applause to Rob Ferguson and Evane Lancy from our home office. Rob here is our senior vice president who looks over all of our global IT, our global technology around the world. And this guy right here is Yvain. He's our director and specifically is in charge. His main project is FLP360, among other things. And so these guys are amazing, and you're going to learn a lot. So take some notes. Over to you guys.
All right. Thank you very much, Garen.
Hey, Garen, the clicker. The clicker.
Oh, a clicker.
Thank you very much, Garen. You know, Global Rally for us is also a very exciting time, super exciting for you as well. It's a rare occasion that they let the IT guys out in public. So for us, it's good to get in front of you once in a while to share things that we're passionate about. And we're super excited today to share with you and introduce you to the FLP360 tools. As we know, what you don't measure is very hard to improve. So keeping an eye and monitoring your progress and tracking things, very important so you know where to focus your efforts. So I'm going to just quickly go through an agenda of the things that we want to cover with you today. I'm going to talk about how to install and get the app on your mobile device. We're going to show you a little bit about what's new in FLP360. We have some exciting features that are coming out. We are going to show you how to extend FLP360 so that you can use it globally. And then we're going to just show you kind of how to actually do the upgrade between the 360 free version and the FLP360 Pro. Okay? So, first thing you're going to notice is a new look and feel. We've worked with marketing extensively to get their expertise and to have them help us design a fresh new look and feel. Now, about 2 years ago when we were in Bali at the rally, we did a kind of an informal survey. We asked, hey, how many of you use 360 on mobile? And how many of you use it on the desktop? And almost everybody said that they used it on the mobile. So we decided to retool FLP360 and make it so that it is mobile first. So it should work on your iPad, your mobile phone. It'll still work on desktop, but it should work on a wide array of devices. We've also taken a fresh look at how to simplify the application. You'll notice down there along the bottom of the application a menu, and Yvain will talk a little bit more about that. And then we've also, before you probably remember, we had 2 apps, and now we've combined the FLP360 into just one app, so that should make it easier, an all-in-one solution. Okay, so let's take a quick look about how you get the app and how you get it installed on your mobile device. This is our new landing page, okay? This is where you will go to either sign up or to get logged in, okay? So you'll notice the $10 a month that Garen mentioned for the subscription. And, okay. So once you click on the sign up button, you'll just enter your FBO ID and your password. And we do this so that we can validate that you're FBO, that you are an FBO and that your account is ready to go. So you go ahead and enter that information and then you'll continue. And then what we do behind the scenes is we send you an email. And so you go to your email account and you validate. You just click on the link that you get in the email and you validate your account. Super simple. Okay, and then once you've done that, you're at the login screen. Okay, now sometimes we forget our password. And so we've tried to make it easy for you to be able to still get help with getting logged in. And so we've got the forgot password button there, so you can put that in and change your password if you need to. And if you're new to FLP360, for people that are coming in, they've never seen FLP360, they can also register directly from this page. So it's kind of an all-in-one solution, all in one page right there. Okay, and then if you have questions or you're still stuck, we have a button here where you can add comments and get back to us, and we can reach out to you and help you with any questions. Okay, I've already mentioned a little bit that we have a new navigation. That's the new menu. And depending on whether you're on a mobile or an iPad, it may look a little bit different, but what we've done is we've made the app to be mobile responsive. So what that means is if you're on a small mobile phone, it'll look great. If you're on a tablet and you do landscape or portrait or landscape, it'll also adjust and look great. And as I mentioned before, it works on all the different types of devices. Okay, so those of you who have our home office e-commerce platform, sometimes we refer to that platform as Titan. And I think many of you in this room are probably very familiar with the new e-commerce system. If you have that, you can also click on this toolbar up here and just get straight into 360 without going through that other login page. So again, super simple. Okay, let's talk really quickly about how to get the app installed. First thing you want to do is delete the old app. Get that thing off of there. Once you have deleted the app, you simply go to FLP360.foreverliving.com. I guess it didn't stay up there, did it? Let me go back. Clicker's not working. Okay, FLP360.foreverliving.com. You'll remember that. And so you go to that URL, and you'll notice this little pop-up that you get that says, hey, install this to your home screen. Okay, now you can use it directly from the browser if you want, but it's easier if you can install it to your home screen, because then it's right there all the time. And you simply check the option there to add it to your home screen, whether it's an Android or an iPhone, both options, and all browsers, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, they should all work, okay? And then once you've done that, you add it to your home screen and you're done. Super simple. Okay, I'd like to turn the time over to Yvain. He's going to come up and show you a few things, a little bit more detail about what's new and some other of the features. Yvain?
Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. So we have been doing a lot of work for this event, and as Rob mentioned, so we have a new look, and beside the new look, there is something that is very important. It's a new navigation for the FLP360. So for the old users, when you had to go through different screens, you had to go back and back and back. And now what we did is we have a new navigation bar, a menu, that will be always on the top. So that way you can always go back very quickly to either the home page, the dashboard, or you can go to the reports by clicking the little icon for the reports, and you have access to all the reports. You have access also to the marketing tools with one click. And also we have the training tools. So from that quick access menu, you can have access to all the main things. So what we wanted to do is, in maximum 2 clicks, you are where you want to be. And you can see the reports, see the tools, go to the dashboard. It's very simple, very quick to access. Another important feature is that we have combined in one the reports and the tools. Until now, we had a separate tools app, and you had to actually go to the web version to prepare some tools and then go to the app to be able to share. Now we have combined all in one, so it's easier, and you can do everything from your mobile phone. Thank you. Thank you. So now we have the notification. So we announced last year in India the notifications module. The main thing is we want you to have time to work the business, to invite, to share. That's what you should be doing, but you have to know information about your business. So with the notification module, instead of you trying to go through the report and finding the people that you need to work with, the idea is to simply receive a notification about something that's happening in your business. So after a year, over a year of work, we finally are releasing this feature, and you're going to be able to receive those notifications so you can save time and work better your business. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So we have, what you need to do, so you have a bell on the dashboard like you see here, and when you click on that bell, if you have not subscribed, the first step is to subscribe to receive the notifications. So you're going to click and you're going to have the manage notification. It tells you how many you have subscribed. You are subscribed already, but then you have, we have classified in the 4 core categories all the notifications you can subscribe. You simply click on one of them, and then you can see what notifications, what alerts you can be receiving, and you can simply check to receive the notification. You can just see them on the screen, or you can receive an actual alert, a push notification on your phone. Then you have a notification dashboard, so when you receive the alerts, it's going to tell you how many you have. We also categorize them in the 4 core categories, and then you can simply click on them, and then you can see the notifications you received, and you can then click on one to get more information. So when you click on one, you can see who is it about. It might be about you or about your downline. And you have the contact information right there, so you can see the person that you need to contact. And then we have a feature where you can mark done when you have done that action, you have taken care of that notification. So it tells you, mark it done, it's done, and then you're waiting for the next notification. So that will help you and prompt you to do the things timely, because you have to do things in the moment, and that tool will help you to do a better job at following up with your business and growing your business. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Another feature that has been underutilized until now is the ability for you to promote your business in other countries. With the marketing tools that we have, you are able to actually connect to that country and see all the marketing materials that country has made available to the FBOs to do business in that country. Yes, so we have, thank you, we have had that feature actually for a little bit, but we want to really emphasize that because that's going to help you do the right thing if you want to grow your business. So we have 3 sources of content, so every country can provide materials for you to share. But to connect to that particular country channel, you're going to simply click on Content Channel, and that will bring this screen where, if you want to do business in a particular country, then you're going to go to the search, you're going to type the country's name or region, and that's going to bring it up, and then you click Subscribe. Once you are subscribed, then you're going to be able to see all the marketing contents that country has available for you to promote your business in that particular market. Thank you. And at that point, it's very easy to share. So you have landing pages that country might have personalized for this market. You have a content stream, which is that whatever the country is publishing on social media, you have access to it and you can share. And you have also the resource library where you can have images, product images or business images and videos that that country has made available also. And then you simply click on it, and when you click on it and you click share, it's going to open up the share device option. So then you can share through whatever media you are used to have already. So if it's WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever social media you have already on your phone, then you can share immediately to that person or publish a post. So that's the sharing option that you have to promote your business in any country of the world. So now we're going to discuss the upgrade to Pro. So on the upgrade to Pro, we have now we have an FLP360 and we have an FLP360 Pro. So on the FLP360, it's a basic version where you can have all your CC information. You can see your downline in the first generation. You can see your orders, your retail customers. But the features that we just discussed, notifications, and be able to share content from any market, then those are Pro features. So you really want to subscribe to the Pro version to have access to every feature that FLP360 has. And to do that, it's very easy. So you're going to notice, if you're an FLP360 user, that when you access the reports or the tools, or on the dashboard, you're going to see some locks, red locks there. So that means that this feature is a Pro feature. Now to upgrade, you simply click on it, and it's going to open up a message, and you're going to have an option, a link to upgrade right there, and you click on it. Then you're going to enter your payment, and then you're going to see that as soon as you upgrade, then all the locks are gone. Now you have access to all the features that FLP360 has. And that's it for now. There's a lot more things that we wanted to do, and there's a lot of things we're going to be doing, and we hope that this tool will be helping you for your business.
Thank you. That's not it for now. We got more. Have a seat right here. Right. You know, in fact, Aiden and I were just down talking. We were like really excited. When's this going to be available? Because we were trying to upgrade right now, and it's May like 3rd. This still looks the same.
May 3rd.
May 3rd. Okay. May 3rd.
So Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh. Is there any way we can get that sooner?
A little anticipation.
Okay, a little anticipation. All right. We'll see if we can work some miracles. What do you think? You like it? You know, think about that new person that you're going to go out today and you're going to sponsor them. You know, imagine being able to have that tool, get them started, they become an AS, and now they're here in France. Now you could even share information, you can share reports, but you can share literature. Many of the things that maybe France uses, you can share that right from FLP360. Amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
The world's a big place, but you know what? FLP360 is bringing us closer. It really is. All right. Before we move on, I just have a couple questions for you guys here, but so stay put. I'm just going to come over here. Maybe there are a couple questions that a couple people have asked me. What happens, because many of these users have FLP360, and right now they're paying $20 a month. We had an annual subscription also that was available. You know, what happens if I already had annual membership?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Yvain?
Okay. So we are discontinuing the annual membership. So now it's going to only be a monthly $10 a month option for everyone. So maybe for those that had an annual plan, a yearly plan, so when we do the switch, you're gonna be prorated a credit, so that will extend your subscription until you have to start paying the $10 a month.
Okay. So if you've paid annually and you have maybe a few months left, all of that amount of money that's left will be credited towards the next month's subscriptions until you use that. And so it's, this is a tool that, I know each one of you see the value. And I know you see the value that it has for the people that you've brought into the business. But I don't know how many of you noticed, because it's something, I remember, vividly, a little more than 2 years ago, when Aiden came into one of our meetings, is what are we doing to communicate, with our FBOs? And if you notice the notification part that we've just launched, that it's going to give not just the company the opportunity to communicate with you through the notifications, but it's going to give you the opportunity to take action and to communicate with your teams, because you're going to see firsthand what's happening, and maybe gives you action items, as well as it gives us, the company, action items on things that we can do. Okay, well, another question. Did you mention foreverliving.com?
FLP360.foreverliving.com.
Yeah, did you mention what am I going to use foreverliving.com for?
I didn't specifically. So.
Okay, specifically there.
Yeah.
So there's your question. What happens with foreverliving.com?
Yeah, foreverliving.com is the kind of the standard place you go for everything Forever Living. If you put the FLP360 in front of the foreverliving.com domain name, then you get right to FLP360.
Okay.
So you can either log in from foreverliving.com and then access 360, or you can go directly to 360 from FLP360.foreverliving.com.
And what about, and did you mention reports?
And the
on
reports.
foreverliving.com?
Yeah, so some of you, again, depending on if you're on our home office e-commerce system, you may have had reports that were in your account portal there. Those reports are now moved to FLP360. So that's where you'll find those.
Okay.
They may not look exactly the same. We've kind of reimagined them, if you will, and so now that's part of the basic or the free version of FLP360.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Stay put, because we still have a few more questions. But before we continue, I just want to invite a couple more people up here to share the stage with us. It's one of the great things about being able to work with a tool like this, especially when it works and does what it needs to, is that we work with a lot of amazing leaders around the world. And there's members of our GLT team that have been that have helped us learn on how we can make this tool better for you. And they're GLT members that are, and ironically, they're not the longest GLT members. In fact, they're some of the newest GLT members if we look over the past many, many years. But they are two GLT members that are hyper-focused and really engaged with FLP360 and use it every single day. And it shows, not just in the success that they're having, but how many members of their teams use FLP360. So I'd like to invite, first I'd like to invite Marina Carnot to come up here. Many of you know Marina. She is, thank you for being here. I've always heard about, and I never believed it. How many children? 8, right?
9.
9 now. Let's try at the baby. 9 children.
At the moment.
At the moment, 9. Are you making an announcement?
No, not yet.
9 children. Okay. They all came from her. Okay. Nowhere else from her. 9 children, and I had my doubts, but we were in Amsterdam. And I saw every single one of them. And yes, she has 9 beautiful children.
Thank you.
The oldest is how old?
18.
18 is the oldest. And the youngest?
Under 2.
Under 2. So, wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank
We're
you.
excited to hear from you. And we also have from India, many of you know him from social media, also very engaged in the business, an exciting young man. I've learned a lot from him. I love his passion, but I love how he brings new people into the business and helps them understand the potential that they have. And he really is one of our FLP360 All-Stars. Let's welcome Krishna Arora. Krishna, come up here. Thank you for being here.
Congratulations.
Krishna,
Yes.
how many years in the business?
7.5.
7.
Almost 8.
8 years. How many years as a GLT member?
It's my third GLT.
Third year in just 7 years. 3 years as a GLT member. And if you were older than me, I wouldn't ask you, but you're not. How old are you?
I'm just 25.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for being here with us. So we've invited Krishna and Marina to be here and to talk a little bit. I'm going to ask them just a couple questions, but I also want them to share with you a little bit about how they use FLP360, and I'm going to ask them a few tips. And so we're going to go through this, and then I might ask Ivane, and they might even have questions for Ivane and Rob. But let's start with you. And some of the questions that I have actually came from some of our FBOs. We actually sent out a little questionnaire and asking, what would you because a lot of FBOs are interested in learning, but I think, obviously they have a lot of respect for you, our GLT, and are really interested in knowing how you use it in the business. But let me ask you first, Marina, how often do you use FLP360?
Well, I'm in the business for 2.5 years, and it went very
2.5
fast.
years.
And if it was not for FLP360, then it would have been very difficult for me, because being a mom of 9, you need to be very organized. And this is the app that helped me a lot. And this is when I started. My upliner, she had this app, and I still didn't have for like 5-6 months. I didn't think it was useful and needed. And she was sending me every single day after 8 o'clock the screens, my CCs, and congratulating me, and it was so exciting. And this is what I brought to my team also. And they felt, wow, I'm growing and I'm developing, and they were very motivated to work harder every single day, on daily basis. And this is what I like a compulsory thing. I said, you need to download, you need to try at least for 1 month, even though you don't have anyone in the downline. And I began to research, we say, it doesn't bite you. Press and research and see what this feature gives you. This tool is important. Just research and try it. And on daily basis, I'm using it, and it's wonderful.
In fact, we were, during Rob's presentation, he was talking about mobile first.
Yeah.
And I asked Marina, I said, how often do you use FLP360 on your laptop? Because I've asked many people this question, and some say, 50-50. She didn't say never. Do you know what she said?
I don't have a laptop.
She doesn't have a laptop, so we know where she uses it. So she was really excited.
My iPhone, in the beginning, first year, was showing that I am FLP360 for 8 hours daily. Can you imagine? It was the most used one, but it's not that I had so many,
Wow.
such a large business, but I was just exploring it.
Wow.
And you don't even read the policies of the company.
Wow.
You have everything here.
Wow,
And you
I love that. I don't know if did you all get that?
8 hours.
Her first, when she began on screen time on her phone,
Yeah, screen time.
it showed her that she was averaging in that week 8 hours per day on screen time on FLP360. And I think that's one of the power that sometimes of 360 that we overlook, because it's not just where we can see what's happening in our business. I think what you were saying is, she would read company policies, she would access, information that's available on FLP360 to learn. And so it became not just a tool to see her business, but a tool for learning. That's what
Yes, exactly.
What's kind of been your experience, especially at the beginning with FLP360, Krishna?
In the beginning, I don't remember much that when I started using this, but what I remember is when I started using FLP360, and if I am up 10 hours a day, minimum I will use it 10 times a day, because before this training as well, I was sitting and I was checking my CCs because the month closed yesterday and CCs got updated. I was checking every CCs of my top performers and reports. So I think if the phone is in my hand, one thing is for sure that I will open FLP360 for sure, because I have to look at that what's happening in our country. CCs get updated 3 times a day. So I check almost every time that how much CCs are done, whom I have to follow up. So yeah, it's my every time app.
Wow, that's good. Is there anything specific that you do? I'm going to ask you both about some tips and kind of what you use, maybe most on a daily basis in just a moment. But is there anything that you do specifically to get your team kind of excited to start their FLP360 journey?
Yeah, see, I always say in my team that incentives are the most important part of our business. And if we want to qualify incentives, we need to track our incentives. And FLP360 is the easiest way to track our incentives. Whether it is chairman bonus, whether it is global rally, whether it is Eagle manager retreat, whether it is gem bonus, every incentive is so easy to track there. So why not? So my every manager, I'm not talking about supervisors. A lot of supervisors are also using FLP360 who are very excited towards this business. But my every manager, I'm sure that is using FLP360 because they all want to qualify incentive, and it is the first go-to place to track your incentives.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, now all your other ones that don't have it, that maybe our supervisors can have it for free.
Yeah, now they will for sure.
Yes. All right. Now they will for sure. All right. One of the questions I'd ask both of you, just to kind of share, because we wanted to show a little bit on the screen what you do. Marina, and we actually have a couple images, but the question was, what do you use FLP360, not necessarily mostly, but kind of what's in your daily routine? What is it that, kind of stands out to you?
Yeah, I understand. After 2 years and a half, it's getting, of course, less time because you get used, you get a professional already, like you are a professional, like you created that. And it takes like 10, 15 minutes, maybe, during my breakfast in the morning when my kids are going to school. And this is when I check. And from the very first hour in the morning, I know who is pending, who needs to, to make the qualification, who needs to order, who forgot something, and from the first hour of the morning, I get this organization, and then I begin my work. I screenshot and I send them. And
is this one of the things? So here's. Can we show this slide? There's a screenshot here.
CC summary.
A CC summary.
Okay. Yes, my business is also a global one.
Yeah.
There are only Romanians and Moldovans who speak Romanian, because we make the business presentations and everything, the trainings in Romanian. So they are diaspora, if you know the word, yeah. So it's very easy for those who have different team members in different countries. And what I use the most is top performers.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love the feature that it's for 200 members. Like you see the top. Amazing. It's actually what I needed, and I asked for Rob, and he kindly made it so fast, and I said, wow, it's great, because it was 50, only for 50. So now I see all the case credits, sometimes they don't fit in 200, but sometimes it's great. And after this, I see how I organize also. From this, for example, in April, I know with whom to work in, specifically to be focused, to work in May. And I put in favorites, you have the person and you have in favorites. So I know to focus with those specific people and to track their case credits and how they perform. And I know how to intervene and how to help them. This is what I also like. And because for me, I already learned what I needed to learn, and I know what is my rhythm. But for my team members, this is very important for me to intervene, and this is the app that is helping me a lot. And now that they will be able to use it for free even, we will promote it even more. And it's $10, it's nothing. And congratulations, because I know it takes a lot of effort to make such a small price. And it's innovative, and it's very. You don't need to be a very tech professional. Yeah. As I'm telling you, you just need to put time every single day to learn what it gives you, this feature, and you'll get used to it, and you'll use it like a pro.
Great, thank you. Rob, you were going to make a comment?
I was just going to say that the reason I know these two people use the app a lot is because they have my direct number, and they make suggestions to me. And you're so quick in answering. We try to implement those suggestions. So my promise to you is, if you become heavy users of FLP360 like these two, then you can have direct access to us and your ideas, suggestions. We can look at those things and see about putting them in the app.
I'm going to put Rob's phone up here on the screen here for you. It's interesting that you say, and Krishna might need to. I'm wondering if he remembers this. Yeah. But you were mentioning about the favorites, or your 200. Your 200 names. I remember. Oh, maybe this was 3 or 4. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
3 or 4 years ago, on the app, I think you could only do. I 15. Can't remember how many you could do. It was 15, wasn't it? 15.
Top 20.
Or top 20. He says, why
20.
only 20? Yeah. So I remember we went first, I think, from 20 to 50, and then and then you have Marina here says, why only 50? And now we're up, So, you see how it's vision, because sometimes, maybe as an IT person or somebody who works myself included, we might think, well, why do you need more than 20? Because this is who you need to work with. But then Krishna comes along and his business is exploding and says, I need more insight into more people. And then now Marina comes along and she's pushing the boundaries, because now she needs more because of how they're doing their business and how important it is to understand what's happening inside of their business. And so, they're pushing us to react and give them what they need to grow. And how do they respond? They continue to grow. Yeah. They continue to grow. Krishna, what think about on your daily routine. What kind of parts of 360 do you use? How do you incorporate it into your day?
Yeah, first is obviously top performers, and it is actually my favorite, because I have already said it in my early trainings as well, that I organize some contests in my team. Like whoever will do top active CCs, they will get a recognition on social media. Whoever will do top total CCs, they will get a recognition on social media. So for tracking them, who actually they are, I need something. And the top performers is the best tool. It is actually the best. And every category, active CCs, non-manager CCs, total CCs, every category, even 4 core, retention, productivity, everything is there in top performers. So it is very good, very good. Not only just because it can show me a lot of numbers, but actually it is very easy to operate. Because if I need to check my every downline, I will go to my downline first, then his downline, then his downline. But currently my top performer is of my 10th generation. How can I track him? Through this feature only. So yeah, it is the best feature of this app, obviously. And if I talk about something, whenever we open mobile version and click on top side to open the side menu, pop up the side menu, there are n number of things. There are lots of things. And most important, my favorite one is obviously to check my earnings. Seriously, not because to see how much I'm making, I know how much I'm making. But whenever I open my earnings, there are options to check what type of income I am making. Like how much is the gem bonus? How much is the leadership bonus? How much is the volume bonus? How much is the active bonus? And to be honest, I don't know whoever will agree with me on this or not. Before 3 years, when I was just a soaring manager, I used to think that chairman bonus level 3 is the biggest income in forever. I used to think. But now I don't think that. Because gem bonus, if you do it in a right way, is actually the biggest income in forever. It is. And I track it every day that how to increase it much.
Wow.
He actually motivated me to chase for gem bonus. And this is the first month I did this April. So thank you.
Wow. I think that's probably one of the best pro tips that you've received, right? Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for that. You know, it is interesting in Forever. You know, as we come together, how much we learn from each other, and you know, information helps us learn, helps us react. You know, there's one of my favorite reports because I love to see why people are growing, and for example, is the 4 core.
Yeah, 4 core is amazing.
4 core is amazing. I love it. I love to see what people are doing in their business, who they're recruiting, how long they're staying in the business. All of those things are great insights that FLP360 gives us. We just have about 5 minutes left, and I might, if we have a couple minutes, I'll open it up for a couple more questions, but maybe one of you could, what advice would you give, not to so much our FBOs here right now, but as they go back and they get everyone excited to use FLP360, what advice or tip would you give them for a new user, someone new coming into Forever that's going to start using FLP360?
Maybe not only a new user, but perhaps the majority here looks at us, they say, oh, we have big businesses, so it's useful for them. But I have 2, 5, 10 people around, it's online, so why I need this app? This is what I was thinking from the first year. And then I said, well, I need to see it, I need to visualize it, I need to, as if I am already, for example, a Sapphire, as I am now, and the thing that is showing how many managers you are left to, it also, you need to visualize it. Yeah. It helps a lot. You just go, okay, you don't have many members in the team or customers, but you just need to visualize it and see this daily, the features and every single day, and it really motivates you if you are staying connected with a sponsor and with your team. It helps a lot. So it doesn't matter how big your business, it doesn't matter. Believe me, just trust us, because we're not, we are just swimming around, and learning, but then it goes. And this focus, this app helps you very much to keep the focus on and to visualize, to really, as if you are already there, as if you have already 200 customers or team members. You're just seeing this, and it really helps, not just story tales. It really, really helps. It motivates me, motivates my team members, and this app is only not for you to work harder, but for you to work smarter, and it really saves you time. And if you want to get organized, this is the thing that you want. But you need to do it on a daily basis. It doesn't work for you, you just have an app and that's all. You visualize and you take action. Okay, what I need to do in order for here to be active, in order to here to have leadership bonus done, and so on, and all the incentives.
Yeah.
So,
I love that. You were going to...
When she was telling about that, how many managers you left, few months back, I remember I was talking to Eden when I became Diamond Manager. Yeah. I became Diamond Manager in 7 years. And it is showing, at that moment, it showed you still need 25 managers to go to another level, to double Diamond Manager level. So it also gives a reality check that you don't have to stop right now. You have to keep going. It doesn't matter what you have done in the past. What actually matters is what you have to do in future. And for new FBOs, most important thing I will say is, everyone in our business loves ranks, to be honest. And for my manager, someone in his team cannot be my number one. But for you, your downline can be number one. I'm not sure that I'm able to explain it right way or not. For an example, if there is a supervisor and he has 10 people in his team, if he will see his reports, some assistant supervisor will be on the rank 1, and it will motivate his team, his short team, to be on that list. But if I'll promote FLP360 or my reports, I will share my rankings, a person who is doing 800 cc's, 700 cc's will be on rank 1. So what about that AS? He also wants to be on top. He also wants to be recognized. So if our supervisors will use this feature of checking top performers, obviously our team will get motivated to be on that top list. It's good.
Oh, I love that. Isn't that awesome? Wow. I think you kind of get the picture of why they're so successful and what they do to kind of motivate their teams and what they do on a daily basis to be successful. I love how you talk about visualize. Yeah. Visualize. When you look at that, it made me think of what Krishna was saying about, the most valuable thing to him is
level up.
Is level up the trips, but is your gym bonus.
Yeah, gym bonus it is.
He understands and he looks, and that visualization of seeing it, he looks at that every single month, and it's helped him understand. And that visualization, that realization, shared with Marina, and then now she's using it, and now kind of her vision of maybe what she can do is even much bigger than it was. And I love how you said, get your supervisors, start doing the same thing that Krishna is doing for his leaders. A supervisor can do the exact same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not that they're going to be the number one in India, but they're going to be the number one
in that list.
on that team, the number 2 or the number 3. I love that. That is so awesome. Really appreciate that. Let's hear a big round of applause. We encourage you to reach out to us. Let us know. There's this next 3 or 4 weeks, there's going to be a lot of learning for us, because what we're going to be doing as we release this, as this is available, we're going to be adding more and more languages, which we're really excited about, 20 new languages. But in addition to the new languages, as we do this, we're going to be testing in the few weeks, and we want feedback, because we want this to be the best tool that it could be. Every country is going to have someone that's going to specialize and be responsible for FLP360 to help us, because these two can't do it for the world. Okay? And so we've been having meetings for months now to get everyone up to speed as we launch this, but we're really, really excited about what this means for our business, for your business. So thank you very much. With that, before we end, I just want to bring up our president, Aidan O'Hare, who's had a big hand in helping us develop this. He's very engaged in FLP360. Let's bring up our president, Aidan O'Hare. Let me just mention, I think he had 5 questions for me just during the presentation. You know, what does this mean? What does this mean? Very, very engaged. We're excited, so let's hear it for our president.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Yvain. Thank you, Krishna. Great job. I learned a lot from you today. You guys can sit down. It's okay. You can go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you think of 360? Oui or no? Yeah, oui, let's go. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I just wanted to take a few minutes and say hi. Is that okay? Do you guys need to go somewhere else? Do you guys have an important engagement today? Do you mind if I tell a quick story? Yes or no? You need to go? Hey, I want to introduce someone that's with me that I love very much. The most beautiful woman in the world, Jane Leach. Just kidding. That surprised you, didn't it? Hey, our GLT, stand up, guys. Stand up, our GLT. Yeah, we love them. Thank you for everything you guys did and do. They're wonderful, and they represent you so well. I promise you that they fight for what you want. And honestly, the most beautiful girl in the whole world is here. And my beautiful wife, Laura. I want to introduce. Stand up, babe. In fact, come up here, baby. Hi. Hey. Thank you. I only do this, I promise you. You know, inside of me is a little boy. And the little boy loves to tease my wife. So when we get to the room tonight, I promise you that she will shout at me because I made her come on stage today. And I love it. I can't not do it. I can't stop, you know. Do you want to say hi? Yeah, are you sure? Okay, tell it. I know these guys would love to know what it's like to be married to me. So can you share that? Is that a good question?
He is so bad that he does this all the time. And after every time when I come up and feel so embarrassed, I always ask him, please don't ever do that again. And he always does it. I love and admire all of you. You always, whenever you come up on stage to do anything, you're always just so professional, so calm. I just look at you all and think, I wish I could be more like that. Well, you can probably tell, I always get nervous talking, standing on stage. I'm the complete opposite to Aidan. He's such a natural on stage, but what is it like to be married to him?
It's brilliant.
Well, obviously, I'll tear up just thinking about it, but it's obviously hard, you know, when he travels and he's gone so much, but I'm so grateful that he's a man of integrity. He loves what he does. I'm so grateful for Greg and Cynthia for giving Aidan this opportunity of doing what he does. He loves it. He loves all of you. And I think he said in the meeting, the country managers meeting the other day, that, you know, it's hard, believe it or not, it's hard for him being away from me and our children. But he does it because he loves what he does. He believes in this company. He believes in all of you. And so it's easy to love a man that is willing to just have such integrity and love for all of you, and a company that he believes in. He for sure keeps us all on his toes, but I love that he always just has such inspiration. For me as his wife too, he'll come up with stories or want to share things with me and helps me be a better person. So it really is easy being married to my best friend. But I will get bugged with him later for bringing me up on stage, because it's always just so embarrassing. But yeah, no, I love him, and I love getting to see all of you, getting to meet new FBOs and old FBOs that have known me since, I think I was 19 when we very first started doing this and being pregnant with our twins, and it's crazy. And
you were married first, though. You got to clarify. You can't say that you were married then pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were married first. I know.
Because remember, that's what I told your dad. I told your dad that we were married first.
Oh my gosh. We were married first. Do not believe him. But I hope you all just carry on enjoying this wonderful time in Paris, and how lucky for you to just have amazing people that come and love you and teach you, and it's a wonderful thing.
Well done, babe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to embarrass my wife, just so I have a really fun day today. So she's wonderful, and I'm grateful for her. As I'm grateful for all of the wives and husbands that travel with us at the rally. It's special and wonderful to be with them, and they support us so much. So thank you, all of you guys, very much. Hey, I know that you guys need to go have lunch, but I wanted to share a thought with you really quickly. First of all, I want to tell you thank you so much. In 2024, Forever Living products grew by 5% globally. So thank you. Congratulations, everybody. That's amazing. Now, we got a 5% growth, so what's happening in the first quarter of 2025? We're up 15% so far this year. So we're seeing a great growth around the world, and about 80 countries are up. So congratulations. Isn't that great? It's just so wonderful, and you can see the great tools. Holly did an amazing job this morning of introducing you to this brand new product regime. We love Logic. The whole concept of Logic was make it simple, accessible, and affordable. That was what we asked Holly to go out and create a couple years ago, and we think you'll enjoy it. We think it's a great replacement for some of those existing products, and I think it's going to help you with your business. So we're very proud of that and excited about it moving forward. And the 360 tools are incredible. You know, Yvain and Rob and the team have done a great job. So please, remember May 3rd, that's going to come out. It'll be remarkable, and we're very excited about it. You guys ready to go to Rally tomorrow? Yes. Yeah, 13,000 tickets are sold. Can you believe that? Oh my God, I can't believe it. We thought that India was amazing, and then we come here and then they say we need more seats. And this is incredible. What an amazing time to be part of Forever. What an amazing time to be in the wellness industry. And you think about being fit and healthy and well today is a superpower. It's a status symbol, and what a great time for you guys to be involved in that business. So make sure you're presenting yourself as the very best version. Before I go, I want to try and instill or remind you. Before I do that, who's here for the first time rally qualifier? Can you put your hand up for me? Stand up if you're a first time rally qualifier. Can you give these guys a big round of applause? First time rally qualifier. Yeah, baby, we love it. Congratulations. You guys look amazing. Thank you. All right, let's go. So, okay, you guys can sit down now. What about if you qualified at 2,500 cases? You're a 2,500 case qualifier. Are you with us today? Anyone 2,500 cases? Yeah, congratulations. Give them a round of applause. Well done. Well done. All right, so you guys remember, if you're a 1,500 case qualifier, what's the next thing you've got to do? Level up. You guys want to go to the aloe fields? Okay, let me tell you a secret. You know what's the most expensive? The most expensive incentive that we offer? Level up. More than the rally, more than EMR. You get spoiled so much. Private flights, beautiful 5-star hotel. Now, it's not easy. I'm not here to suggest it's easy to do that. It's incredibly hard, and it's a journey to get to it, but it's worth fighting for. Anywhere 3,500? Stand up, 3,500 qualifiers. Salim, good to see you, my brother. Stig's over there, let's go. Congratulations. I can't see because the light's in my face. Michael over there, well done, congratulations. 5,000 qualifiers, any 5,000 qualifiers? Let's go, congratulations. Good job, you guys look amazing. Well, my dear friends right here, Zabo, Joseph. Joseph, how long have you been in Forever? 30 years, 32 years. Is that right, 32? 29 years. 29 years. Let's go, Kusanem. How are you? Nice to see you. That's incredible. All right, where are we? 7,500 qualifiers. Anyone 7,500? GLT, where are you? 7,500 qualifier. Nehamawa over there. Oh, hold on. You guys are gonna meet a good friend of mine, okay? How are you? It's good to see you. Hey, you're gonna meet a good friend of mine. I just seen her stand up over here. Brigitte. Stand up for a sec here. You gotta meet Brigitte. This is Brigitte Stevenson. And now, Brigitte, I hope that you don't mind that I tell everybody that you're 36 years old. Is that okay? Okay, do you mind telling these guys how old you are?
I'll be 85 in June.
She's 80, and how long have we worked together?
Oh, gosh, I've known you longer than Sam has done, your son.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got to know each other when you first started in the office in the UK. So I followed your journey.
She's been with me for 28 years. We started working together 28 years ago. So it's good to have you. Congratulations. And we love her very much. And what an example. 85 years old. She's still qualifying, 5,000 cases, and just doing an amazing job. She said to me last night, she said, getting old is so boring. 7,500s, where are you guys? 7,500s. We did 75s, 10,000. 10,000, Krishna. Oshima's from Japan. Konnichiwa. All right, 12,500s. Any 12.5s in the room? Where are they back there? There they are. Nobile, is that you back there? Marina, you met earlier. Wow, it's incredible. Any 15,000s, Rolf or Honami here? You're going to meet them tomorrow. Fantastic people, fantastic. But before I go, see, my point was, in order to be a 1,500, a 15,000, or whatever the number, you have to have had or be a great sponsor. And before I leave, I learned recently what it's like to be a great sponsor. But before I tell you that story, I want to introduce you to a lady I met yesterday. Hudia, where are you sitting? She's right here. This is my dear friend from Israel. Now, I met her yesterday. This is her first time to qualify for the rally. And I'm going to embarrass her again because her story is incredible. And this is what Forever is about. I know I hear a lot of people talk about money. I hear a lot of people talk about travel and success. But for me, that doesn't matter. If I'm honest with you, I don't care about the money. I really don't care at all. And maybe that's being too honest. And Laura will tell you, that's just not my personality. Because there isn't enough money on this planet that would make me feel good about leaving my 6 children, my 2 grandchildren, my horses, and my beautiful wife. You couldn't pay me enough. There isn't enough money. But this is the reason I leave. And let her tell you really quickly your story. Can you do that for me again?
You make me nervous the second time in the 2 days. Okay, so my name is Odaya. I'm from Israel. And I'm a single mother for 4 kids. And wow. And so it's also in English, so be patient. And I start, I'm already for 10 years here in Forever. I start in the bottom, really. I have kids in the age of 8, 14, 16, and 17. And like teenagers, so I have a lot during the day. And before that, we have in a really bad economic situation. And a friend named Odaya also called me and offered me Forever as a business. And I said, "You crazy? I'm working already for 3 jobs. I don't have time to wash my face. And now to take in another one? No way." So, but I understand that if I want to change my life, I cannot keep doing the same things. I need to have a change. So what I did is jump to the water. I didn't have any money, okay? So I took a loan to buy the kid. And in the 4th week, I did some evening with the product, and I sell and I cover the loan that I took. And it was huge for me, huge that I can change my life. And since then, I did in the age of 47, I did a 1st degree. That was my dream, to do a 1st degree, yes. And I finished. and I got Forever to Drive the 2nd time. And I'm here in the 1st time. And I did the Eagle Manager, and I took my family with me. And now I'm here, and I sent my kids the party yesterday, and they were so glad. I wanted to be here. And it was amazing. And you know what? The most that Forever give me the chance to look the eyes of my kids and give them a better future, really, and to make their dreams come true. And I have a kid at 14 that is dreaming his dream. The biggest dream is to be a soccer player in Paris Saint-Germain, okay? And I told him, you can get there, do it. Nobody gonna tell you what you can or can you not do, only yourself. So go for it. So all of you, go for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, this is why we do Forever, right? Hudia didn't have enough money to feed her children. And now she's doing the things that she explained to you. That's why we do this. So, the other day, and you'll forgive me, this is a very emotional story for me. We were skiing with my family. And we have, we have 6 children, and they have their wives and the grandchildren. And we were all skiing and having a good time. And then my little boy, 7-year-old, was skiing in front of me, and he went up a hill, and I saw him hit a tree. He skied into a tree, which it doesn't happen a lot, but it's never usually a big problem. They usually bounce up, get off, and come down. And then my phone rang. And my other boy, who thankfully is a firefighter paramedic, He said, Finn's hurt. Our little boy Finn is hurt. And I was at the bottom of the hill. I had to get back up, go all the way to the top of the hill and ski back down to Finn. And when we got there, he was screaming in pain. And we were terrified. We were scared. And I didn't know what to do. I was lost, and I had to calm myself down and say, okay, we've got to deal with this situation. We managed to get him away from the tree, and the ski patrol came and helped us. And we got Finn, and I lay down on the toboggan, and he lay on top of me, and I held him, and he was screaming all the way down the mountain. And we get there, and we say, we need to go to hospital. And so we get to, the ambulance comes, and luckily my oldest son was there, and he was helping with the diagnosis and helping with the treatment. And then the real problem came, because then we had to call Mom and tell her what happened. And that was the most scary thing of the whole day, because Lord, you know what she's going to say. I told you not to take that little boy skiing, you know. And so we called Mom, and then Mom's like, I'm coming right now. And so we got in the ambulance, and we drove all the way down to the hill, and we arrived. And now, why am I telling you this story? Because I want you to remember what it's truly like to be a sponsor. Because we were terrified. We were scared. We didn't know what was going to happen to our child. The people that come into your business, very often, not always, very often feel that way. They feel lost. They feel confused. Hudia told her, I was at the lowest of the low. Not always like that, but sometimes they come to us and they say, help. A great sponsor responds to that question, will you help me? I arrived and Laura and I and Finn arrived in the emergency room. The first lady that you meet in America is for your credit card. It's the way it is. She says, how are you going to pay the bill? And so she was nice. She was friendly. The doctor came in, amazing, professional, calm, lovely. The nurse came in, no problem, we've got this. I started to feel better. Then they came in and said, we think he's broke his femur, you know, this bone here. And if he's broke his femur, we need to get a helicopter, and we need to fly him all the way to Salt Lake City for surgery. So Mom and I start crying again. Oh, no. And a little girl, she was about 25 years old, a pregnant lady. She was the one that did the radiographer that takes the x-rays. She came over, and she had the x-ray machine, and she got Finn, and she was taking the x-ray. And then we were terrified of the broken femur. And we thought, this is bad if it's a broken femur. And she knew that we were scared. And she knew also that she's not allowed to tell us the results. The doctor has to tell you the results. But as she walked out of the room, she squeezed my hand, and she said, everything's going to be okay. It's not its femur. That is what a sponsor does. If you're making the promises, follow up. What you offer and what you promise, you have to follow up on. And sure enough, thankfully, that's a strange thing to say, he didn't break his leg, he dislocated his hip. So he went into surgery, we put his hip back together, he was in a wheelchair for 5 weeks or so, or 4 weeks, and now he's fine, he's okay, which is wonderful. But what I want you to remember is that we are about life rafts and not red carpets. Does that make sense? Is what we do is we throw life rafts out to help people rise up from the situation they're in to a higher, more stable place. If you do that, you will always be successful in forever. You will be disappointed at times. You will face challenges at times. But knowing when that little girl said to me, everything is going to be okay, that's all I needed to hear. And this weekend, I want you to walk away at the end of this rally on Sunday, and I want you to think in your mind and feel in your heart, everything is going to be okay. Because this is the greatest opportunity in the world. We have the most generous marketing plan in the world. We have a product line that is effective, it is proven, and it is available. We have an opportunity that solves, in my opinion, one of the greatest challenges in the world today, loneliness. Nobody in Forever should ever feel lonely, because we have a community that supports each other. Why can't we be the friendliest company in the world? Why can't we do that? Why can't you help me achieve that? Why can't, when anyone says anything about Forever, everyone in Forever is friendly, welcoming, and provides a community. So if you have an opportunity that is generous, that provides wellness, doesn't guarantee it, but it's available, and then also is a great community, how can you fail? Does that make sense? So when we leave here with confidence. It will be difficult. There will be challenges. Everyone in this room knows how difficult this business is. And I'm not here to tell you it's easy. I'm not here to tell you it's a get-rich-quick scheme. It isn't. It never was designed that way. It never was meant to be that way. Do not tell that story. Tell a story like Hudia. Tell a story like Brigida. Tell a story about our GLT. Tell your story, your authentic story that says, this has been a journey, but by gosh, it's been brilliant. Because when, as humans, we champion and we win, we excel and we feel amazing. We don't like easy victories. It's not in our wiring. It's not in our system. It's not who we are. Can you do that for me? Can we make this the greatest company, the friendliest company in the world? And will you leave here feeling confident, uplifted, edified, and ready to fly? Can you do that? Yeah. Well, let's go. Let's go have lunch together. I love you all. Thank you.